I'm live. Well, I'm going to put it on anyway. Holy crap, people. You want to talk about some stress? I'm so stressed out that I'm not even, I went past nervous and just went into calm. That's how nervous I was watching that game. It was which team was going to choke the least. And then finally, our guys hit their free throws at the end. Adu hit 2 huge free throws. Connect hit 4. What, he hit 4 free throws? And, of course, they hit a last-second 3 because that always happens. I don't even know what to say. I wasn't even sure I was going to do an after show even if we won. I was so stressed out until about 5 minutes left. And like I said, it was unbelievable. Yeah, no, crazy. Let's take a look at these numbers. Oh, my gosh. Unbelievable. Oh, man. All right, folks. Let's get these in here where we can see them. Yeah, Tennessee was 22 of 65, 33%. Now, wait for the big numbers here. 3-point line, we were 12%. I don't know that I've seen 12. I guess I probably have at some point. I don't know, like junior high or something. Free throws, 83. That's what won the game. They were 91%. They made everything. We beat them in rebounding. Geez, that was stressful. Very, very stressful. Let's see what else we did here. I'm going to add it back to the stage here and see what we got. Let's see. They were 36%. They were 30. They lit it up from 3. They were 30%. That's amazing. Only thing they did well was shoot free throws, and they made a few threes. We did nothing good in here. We can totally thank Ziegler for all his steals. We had 9 steals. I think he had 10 of them. They turned the ball over 17 times. That's why they lost, by the way. So there's no mistaking why that happened. Yeah, the turnovers is what creaked them big time. And Ziegler was amazing. Ziegler played really well as far as defense. Nobody played well offensively that I could see, except Waka. But we had one guy that was scoring, and he got into foul trouble. And I was like, geez, we got one guy that's balling out, and we got to put him on the bench in the first half, and then we had to put him on the bench in the second half. Like, geez. Yeah, you're right here. This is the truest thing that you could possibly say about this game because it's survive and advance. That's all March is. It doesn't matter if you win by 1 or 1,000. It makes absolutely no difference. You just, oh, man. Yeah, it was a scary win. Good grief. It was so scary. Like I said, I went into I went past nervous, and I was very calm. The last 5 minutes, I just got calm. Can't really explain it. Jeez. Should I said it first? Well, you must have said a win's a win. Oh, my gosh. No. Yeah, I almost lost my voice again. You know, there was a couple of times I was like, you might want to calm down in case you need to do an after show that you have a voice. Because when we missed those threes, I think it was like the 20th one we missed, and I just let it go. Well, that's why I can't do a live game broadcast. I can't let you see me be a total lunatic. Jeez. But said, I'm still nervous. I know. I get it. I understand perfectly. It was a sudden death choke off. It was like, who is going to choke the least is going to win. And then finally, our guys, Adu and Connect, hit 6 straight free throws and just won the game. And that's amazing as far as what that does for their confidence. To see that ball go in under those circumstances, to sit there and make 6 straight is huge. I know. I couldn't agree more. If somebody would have told me we were going to shoot 12% from the three-point line and Dalton Knecht was going to be cold as ice, I would have thought, well, this game's gone. I mean, it's as gone as it could be. Yeah, Ziegler was the player of the game. If he's not player of the game, then they might as well just throw that away. It doesn't mean anything. He was critical. Those steals that he had, he created so many problems for him. Let's see. Big Vol Daddy. I feel you. I feel you on that. Jeez. Let's see what we got here. Yep. I might have. I don't know. Oh, man. Oh, crap. Looky here. Thank you, Jamie Pope. I appreciate that. Very kind of you. Jeez. I don't know that I'll be right tomorrow. This was so stressful. But you know what? It doesn't matter. We won. We won. If we'd have scored 100 points, it does not matter in March. You win and advance. You survive and advance. Everybody has a tight, terrible ball game in this that's ever gone deep, a deep run. Everybody has a bad game. And maybe this will calm their nerves to where it's like, look, we played horrible. We couldn't play any worse. And we won the game. So, I don't know that Chilmont, I don't know that he watched the game. Wilmot gets so upset, he might have turned it off for a while. There's no telling. Because that was really, really hard to watch. It was, God. I mean, we had them so many times where we could have ended this ball game when we were up by 10, 11, 12 points. And I'm sitting there going, man, if we just hit a couple of three-pointers, this game's over. It's over. And we just kept brick after brick after brick. Jeez. And they just kept hanging around. It's one of those games where you're just sitting there going, they're going to hang around and win this ball game against us. Somehow, some miracle at the end, they're going to get a 1-point win. But that didn't happen. Jeez. You can't. I don't know how you shoot any worse than that. 12%. Dalton Knecht's not capable of shooting that bad. He's not. But I'll tell you what. When you get in these one-and-done situations, it can make you mentally crazy, and even the best shooters in the world can go cold as ice. And that's what happened. They just went cold, super cold. Jeez. Let's take a look, see what we got here. Take a look at some numbers. Let's see, Tennessee. Ziegler, let's see. He only had 6 points, but, man, he played well. He played all 40 minutes. Adu had 11, 32 minutes, 4 rebounds. Dalton Knecht had 9 rebounds and 18 points. So he scored points. Jeez, unbelievable. All right, I'm going to send Chilmont. Let's get Chilmont in here. All right, let's see here. Wow. And I don't know. Ziegler had to be the player of the game, don't you think? That would have been my player of the game. Easily. All right, so I got Wilmot coming on. Let me get back to these numbers. And let's see what everybody did. Yeah, Knecht had 18. Those 4 free throws were critical. And Adu's 2 free throws, I mean, I thought, man, 62%. He's no way he'll hit both of them. James scored 9 points. That was good. He hit that 3. Vescovi, I thought Vescovi, no, he didn't hit a 3. I thought he did. That's right. He made a 2. Mayshak. Awaka had 10. Awaka played great. We just didn't have him in there enough because he got into foul trouble. Jeez. Stress I got. All right, we're going to pull Chilmont in here. Chilmont.
Great. Oh, God. It's like, what's his name? back to school when he took that test, I feel like I just gave birth. That was painful at
Yeah,
times. Holy cow! I just walked in. I turned the channel and left and
couldn't take it.
Went to a bar to get a beer.
You couldn't take it.
I was so upset.
I mean, we could have won that game 17 times, 20 times,
Oh,
where
God.
it just looked like we were getting ready to take off and be up by 20, and we just could not make a three.
Oh, I know. We couldn't buy a three. It was just,
Nope.
It was sickening. It just brick after just brick. It was Butch Jones times out there, just brick by brick. But I mean, they played tough. They played great defense, which was really good.
The defense was critical.
That was the difference in the game and the rebounding. We'd had a pretty decent edge in the rebounding, I think, and steals. And God, how good was Ziegler? I mean, he didn't score a lot.
No, but man, his defense was amazing, and he created a lot of points.
Yeah, I was listening to Kessling and those guys when I was coming back home, and they were saying, "Who's the player of the game?" And they said, "Well, it might be Ziegler."
It'd have to be Ziegler.
I don't disagree with that at all. I think Awaka has turned into something of a force if he can stay out of foul trouble.
I know he just.
But the way he plays, he can't. So, but that's okay. As long as he plays tough like that. And then the other key, we made some foul shots.
I mean, I'm not wearing orange. Hell, I've got the biggest tee you ever saw on. What do you want from me? Good grief. I'm wearing a monster chain with a T on it.
Yeah, you got the big T. You got the Mr. T chain.
Yeah, I do. That's classic. Jeez.
Well, Bambi's excited.
Yeah, Bambi's all fired up. Bambi stuck with
it. You can tell.
Yeah.
Look at her. She's all fired up. She's all keyed up.
Yeah,
but that's great. I think thankfully we didn't have like a 1 and out.
Well, here's the great thing. In this tournament, it does not make any difference as long as you advance. It can be a point, it can be 100 points. It makes absolutely no difference.
Nope. It's survive. It's like they've been saying for years, survive and advance. You would win ugly by 1 point. It doesn't matter. You still go on. Was that me?
No, they wanted to see my chain.
Oh, yeah, I've got one of those too somewhere.
You know, if it was a 20-minute game, Awaka would have been MVP. You're right. But it's not a 20-minute game, unfortunately. Bambi was barking her head off. I'm sure she was.
She was complaining about the shooting. Oh.
Well, look, here's the deal. We're in the Sweet 16. We're the only SEC team in so far. We've at least kept the SEC prideful, because if no SEC club made it to the Sweet 16, I would have taken so much grief you just don't even know from so many viewers. Would have worn me out.
Did A&M play today?
No, they played last night. They won, and so did Alabama. So there's 3 SEC clubs.
Okay, still 3 then. Yeah.
We lost. We were 1-5 at one point. We had the only victory of the first 6, and there was 5 upsets. And then I guess Alabama and Texas A&M. I don't know. They'll probably play tomorrow, I would think.
I think so.
I'm just too stressed to look.
I tell you who really shocked me though was South Carolina. I thought they were a better team, and they were kind of peaking. Seemed like. Yeah. And Kentucky too, but I had South Carolina in my bracket going to like the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
And
I really thought South Carolina might do something.
Yeah. I did too.
And then I fully expected Kentucky to at least get to the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
And I figured Auburn would too, because Auburn's usually pretty tough.
Yeah, especially early on.
I tell you, Auburn, that win in that SEC tournament's almost, I don't know.
That was a disaster for them to win that.
It might have been. It's hard to say because, Kentucky, they took it off and didn't help them.
Yeah. And it's, well, it might have helped us, I hope. But, yeah, I think Elite 8 would be great. We still got a lot of work to do. Oh, who would we meet now?
I can tell you this much: we got to play probably Creighton, I believe.
Yeah,
and I can tell you, Creighton is no joke.
they're hot too. They've been hot.
And here's the thing: we can get hot.
Yeah.
Dalton Net can score 40 if he just gets going. If he sees one of those threes go in early, he can score 40.
Well,
They did a good job on the front end of stifling him and keeping him from getting going early on. They put that guy on him that plays great defense.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that was just
Oregon's. They're playing Oregon. Oregon might beat them. You never know, man.
Yeah,
it's hard to say.
I tell you, that was smart putting their best defender on Connect as opposed to like Ziegler.
You got to stop him. You have to.
That's it. You got to go in when you play us. You say, okay, we're not letting him beat us. The rest of them got to beat us, and the rest of them kind of came through. It was ugly, but everybody contributed tonight, and that was huge.
Not only were we not hot, we were ice cold.
Yeah,
I mean, we were like 12%.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
12%. Well, let's see. Actually, let me add this to the stage, and we'll take a look. See what they did.
Didn't James made a three at the end, didn't he?
They didn't have anybody that scored a lot of points, but they had four guys that scored double figures. So I mean, they were doing it.
Yeah.
You can see here, but it was nobody just killed us. It wasn't that. Let's see. Ziegler, 40 minutes. Geez, Connect 37. See, Awaka played 11 minutes and scored 10 points. If that guy could have played 30 minutes, he probably scores 20.
Yeah.
5 rebounds and 11. We just can't keep him in there because he keeps fouling.
Yeah.
Jeez. Man, that's frustrating right there. And he was the one guy that was fine. He was just playing fantastic.
Yeah.
He went in there. Every time he touched the ball, he scored. And then when they fouled him, he was
the only guy who could make a bucket.
He was cool as a cucumber. He was like, hey, just throw me the ball. I'll score.
Yeah, he was the only guy who could make a bucket early on that first half.
Yeah, he was keeping us in the game. And
he really was.
Jeez. But 11 minutes. He played 11 minutes.
And Ziegler played 40.
Yep.
Ziegler's a workhorse, man. He's an Iron Man.
Yeah, he really disturbed their offense a lot.
Yes. Yeah.
Caused them all kinds of problems.
He just the steals and his defense he's just it's hard to describe how he plays. He's just the most he has to be the most irritating guy to play against there is in NCAA basketball.
If he'd have played for Texas, I would have been so angry at him. I would be so mad. I'd be like, can we not get the ball in bounds because of this guy? Oh, I'd have been.
He's so key to that. He's so key to getting it down the court and getting open to get the inbounds.
Well, yeah, but he won't let them get the ball inbounds.
Well, that's it. Yeah, he does that was Pearl's thing when he was here.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Inbounding was a nightmare against us then.
Yeah, you couldn't get the ball in. Well, I tell you what, Ziegler doesn't let you get the ball in either. He had a couple of real nice steals that had that. Their coach was going nuts over there. He was like, "This is a nightmare." We should have beat that team by 20.
Yeah.
Well,
as bad as we shot, they should have.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's just look at these numbers, and
then if we'd have shot halfway decent, we'd have won by 20.
No, we should have won by 20.
Oh yeah.
You sit here and look at these stats, Wilmot. If we'd have shot just 30% from 3, that would have been
not that
8.
Great.
Okay, that's 15 more points. If we shoot 30% from 3, we have 15 more points. We win by 20.
Yeah.
That's 30%.
Nothing else changes, just that.
Just that. Just shoot 30% from 3, and we win by 20 points.
That's crazy.
Which is below our average.
Yeah. That's unreal.
It is. We just and here's the thing. They were open threes. They were not just chucking it up. They chucked up a bunch of threes that they shouldn't have. Texas did.
Yeah.
They were just it was kind of weird. Whereas our guys, they
were
were
uncontested and that you should have made. When you're open, you should make a lot of them.
Well, they did all year, but
Isn't that right,
What
Bam?
happened to us against Michigan a couple of years ago? We got into this round of 32, and we were hot as a firecracker, and all of a sudden we couldn't hit a three. Couldn't hit a three at all. But we shot 18%. I remember it, 18%. And we lost to Michigan. Well, we shot 12% tonight and won.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's we really should not have won that game.
Last year, if we'd have had Ziegler last year, we might have made it to the Elite Eight because we were at Sweet 16, but we didn't have Ziegler.
That's right. We lost him to that injury.
Yeah, I don't know that we'd have gone any past 8, but we might have made it to the Elite Eight because we were playing Florida Atlantic.
Yeah.
So we would have had a chance.
He was a big loss. I remember when he went down, I said, "Ooh, that was bad. That was bad." He's a big loss because he's so good at the nuts and bolts, and but he can score, but he's so good at everything else. He's a huge loss, and he's such a great. It's so great to have him this year.
Jeez, I know.
And fully healthy.
I tell you, he is the heart and soul of that team. I know Connect scores a lot, and so does Adu. But, make no mistake, Ziegler's the key.
Adu gets to double digits, we should win most of the time.
Yeah, he needs to score about 15 points for me to feel
that's ideal.
Yeah, if he scores 15, I feel good. And
I bet if you look at it, I bet we haven't lost when he scored 15 points, at least 15, 14 or 15.
It's usually almost guaranteed win.
Yeah. He's we know what Connect's going to do. Ziegler's going to contribute. Somebody else is going to score in probably double digits, maybe one or two others. But if Adu has a good game, it's huge. Having that presence in the middle, a couple of block shots, a couple of dunks, and 15 points, and we're hard to beat.
I'll check that BVD. Let me check and see how Kentucky did tonight. Hold on. It's going to take a minute.
No, Kentucky is home watching on TV.
They want rid of their coach so bad. Well, here's the thing. When you play horrible and win, you start feeling lucky.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Perry, by the way. Thank you. When you lose and you play terrible, as far as your shooting, all of a sudden you start saying, maybe this is our year. And that can happen psychologically.
That's what you have to do. You have to win on those off nights, those ugly off nights.
Yeah.
When you don't shoot well and everything goes wrong, but somehow you still pull it out. That's how you get deep. You got to win those ugly close games.
He said it perfectly. Roadhouse. I don't have Roadhouse to throw up, but jeez. Amazing.
That's too funny.
So now we get to enjoy a few days off. We get to watch a little basketball, and then we'll play again. Let's see. I guess we'll play Wednesday. I hadn't even looked. I've not allowed myself to look past this.
I started to say it's
bad luck. So I just didn't do that. So I haven't even looked at the dates or anything.
Yeah.
So I'll be sure to update that.
I'll tell you about this time tomorrow evening, we'll know who we're playing, but
we'll know tonight, I would say.
Or is Creighton playing tonight?
Yeah, I'd say so. We'll know tonight. But okay. I'll take my time and get into all that. But I wasn't about to do that and jinx us. I'm not going to do that. It's just not a good idea.
No, don't look ahead.
You can't look ahead in this deal. You just can't do it. But hey, Sweet 16. And here's the nice thing about it. At least we don't have to hear about Rick Barnes can't do anything in March. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
This will shut him up, even though we didn't play well. It wasn't Rick Barnes' fault. Our guys were wide open. We had wide open threes, and they didn't make them.
We had the right guys on the court and everything. We just were cold.
I never saw Rick Barnes block a single shot.
No.
So it wasn't him.
I've never seen him miss a three either.
Without Rick Barnes' defense, we definitely don't win that game.
No, that's true.
So he got us through a tough one. See, we were making everything in the first game. We won by what, 30?
Yeah.
So I don't think it's Barnes. I really don't. You just got to make shots under pressure.
Well, that's it. And everybody gets cold. Everybody has bad nights, and that's just part of it. But But the thing that makes it so difficult is that in this case, it's sudden death. You have one bad night, that's it. It's not like a 3-game series with every team where you can have an off night and still win the series. It's sudden death. That's March Madness.
Well, if I was Dalton Connect tonight, I'm feeling good about myself because he made 4 critical free throws in a row. That's basically making 4 5-footers in a row in a tournament. After that, you should be able to make a 20-footer because that's as clutch as it gets. I mean, he ought to be and I do. Made 2.
Yeah.
Those
made
6
2
in a row,
keys.
We don't win that game. If they hit 3 of those, especially if they miss the front end of those 1-and-1s, we lose that ball game.
That was the difference in last year. One of the main differences in this team and that good team we had I guess it was last year, but year before last even too. But we're so much better at shooting foul shots this year as a team.
I don't know that we necessarily are. I just know that we made them tonight, 83%, and they were 91%. They made every dadgum one of theirs. Had they not,
connection.
We're going to win this game.
That's another great thing about Connect. He's so well rounded. He's a good free throw shooter too, and Zakai's good, and Vescovi's good, and Adu's not bad. He's not great, but he's not bad. And he had a clutch, like you said, 2 clutch ones tonight. And who else? James is decent.
Well, James is a great free throw shooter, and Awaka has improved dramatically.
He's improved a lot.
He was terrible when he first started, but he's got way better.
He's probably shot 10,000 foul shots.
I think he went to some camp or he went to Europe or something during the summer. And they said he played great. And like his confidence level just kept escalating.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, if we could just keep him out there for 30 minutes, he'd score 20 points. He's a beast in there. It's just
well, defensively, he's nuts. He's great. But if he can put up some numbers, that's just bonus.
Jeez. Wait a minute. Byron sent us something. Let's see what he said.
Byron fan. Let's see what on.
Tennessee shot less than 15% from 3 and less than 35 from the field. They are the 67th team to do that in the NCAA tournament. Oh no. The 67th team to do that in the NCAA tournament. You know what the record is of those 67 teams?
Like 3 and 63.
After tonight, 1 and 66. We're the only team to ever do it, according to Byron. And I believe in your stat. We are the only team to shoot that bad and win a ball game in the NCAA tournament ever.
I can see that.
Jeez. I mean,
I can see that. Holy cow.
Yeah, that's shocking, isn't it?
That's a dubious record, but hey, we won the game. That's all that matters.
I love that record.
Yeah.
As long as you win.
Yeah.
All right, folks, we're going to end this stream. We won. That's the only thing that matters.
Go Vols.
Bambi's excited. Everything's fine. We won the ball game.
All's right with the world.
Thank y'all for showing. I didn't tell you this, Wilmot. You weren't on when I was talking about this. I was so nervous that the last 5-10 minutes I was calm because I got past nervous and just went into calm. And I was like, okay. And I literally, my heart rate dropped, everything. I was just like,
okay, it's going to be what it's going to be.
I'm just going to enjoy this, and maybe we win, maybe we don't. And it was like I went down like just totally.
You just have to resign yourself to say, okay.
I think I kind of shot so bad. I was like, if we win this, it's a miracle anyway.
Yeah.
So, because I was getting too upset every 3-pointer, I was like, this can't continue to go on.
Well, every time I was flipping back and forth, and sometimes, and every time we'd shoot, it's just thunk, clunk, brick, and I'm just, and I finally had to cut out last few minutes.
You know, we were in the whole game. We were in the lead the whole game. We were never behind. I'm sure Texas.
That's shocking.
Their fans were probably super stressed because that couldn't have been enjoyable for them.
No. Well, geez, what did we hold them to the first half?
Not much.
It was
up by what, 9?
It was they scored like 25 points or something. What did they score? Like 26, 27 points for the first half or something like that? I forget.
I'll look and see. Hold on. 19.
I
They
mean, it's
scored
like, holy
19
crap.
points. God, we should have been up by 20.
Oh, we should have won that game running away.
I know it. It doesn't matter though, Chilmont. It does
I know.
not matter. It's just like you know what it's the movie Meatballs. It
just doesn't matter.
It just doesn't matter. All right, Chilmont. We're out of here. We're in the stream. Thank y'all for showing up. Go Vols.
Great victory.
I'm gonna end it right now.